Howdy folks, welcome to the channel Rockin' the Country. I'm Don. I have a gift request from the one and only Reneuzels. I'm 64 years old, Renee, and this is me. But it also happens to be you, by the way. I've learned that, and that's a beautiful thing. Never lose your sense of humor. This is Rockin' the Country, where I and Bucko react to non-pop country music, mostly traditional. And you saw the artist, Charley Pride. And this is a gift request from Renee Mooberry. So Renee, thank you for this gift and request. The Chain of Love. And this is what Renee said. Hi, hey Don, I know you just reacted to Montauk Ed's Chain of Love request by Clay Walker, which I thoroughly enjoyed. I happened to see that Charley Pride released the same song on May 20th, 2003. Thought you might want to react to this as well. Thanks. Well, yes, I do. Charley passed away in was it 2020, I think. It said he recorded this, and I think it was recently remastered too, or something like that. But anyway, let's see what the one and only Charley Pride has. Here we go. Clay did a really nice job with it. Charley's in a league of his own.
He was driving home one evening in his beat-up Pontiac when an old lady flagged him down. A Mercedes had a flat. He could see that she was frightened, standing out there in the snow, till he said, "I'm here to help you, ma'am. By the way, my name's Joe." She said, "I'm from St. Louis, and I'm only passing through. I must have seen 100 cars go by. This is awful nice of you." And when he changed her tire and closed the trunk and was about to drive away, she said, "How much do I owe you?" Here's what he had to say. "You don't owe me a thing. I've been there too. Someone once helped me out just the way I'm helping you. If you really want to pay me back, here's what you do. Don't let the chain of love in with you." Well, a few miles down the road, the lady saw a small cafe. She went in to grab a bite to eat and then be on her way. But she couldn't help but notice how the waitress smiled so sweet, and how she must have been 8 months along and dead on her feet. Though she didn't know her story, and she probably never will, when the waitress went to get her change from $100 bill, the lady slipped right out the door, and on a napkin left a note. There were tears in the waitress' eyes when she read what she wrote. "You don't owe me a thing. I've been there too. Someone once helped me out just the way I'm helping you. If you really want to pay me back, here's what you do. Don't let the chain of love end with you." This last verse in this song I really liked. That night when she got home from work, the waitress climbed into bed, and she was thinking about the money, what the lady's note had said. And as her husband lay there sleeping, she whispered soft and low, Now everything's gonna be alright. I love you, Joe. The chain of love.
Yeah, Charley. It's this collective humanity where, I mean, years ago, I was out to dinner with my mom when she was alive, right? I was taking care of her in Florida, but prior to her getting sick, I was down visiting with her, and we'd gone out with a friend of hers and two friends of hers. One, I forget his name. He was a retired psychologist or psychiatrist, actually. And then my mother's friend, Eileen, who she was friends with for decades. And we're out and we're at a little place. My mom lived in the Villages, right? So we're out to dinner and the waitress comes. Her friend, let's just say his name is, it might have been Bill. Bill and I, we grabbed the check, right? And my mom wasn't a great tipper, right? They thought, the older folks think it was crazy. But Bill was older too. So Bill pays part of the check. I pay the other part of the check. He puts up like whatever it was. I think my mother said, I'll leave the tip. So my mom puts up like $10 or whatever it was, right? 15%. Well, I throw in like another 10 and Bill throws up another 10 or 20. And it's like a 40% tip or something like that, 30, 40%. My mother's like, are you crazy? And Bill just looked at her and is such a nice guy. He's like, Audrey, when do you get a chance to play the hero? And I was like, God, was that a good way of putting it? And the fact that he was a psychiatrist too, it's like, all right, good. I'm not one to admire titles or occupations, but I don't disrespect them either. And I'm like, all right, cool. So, Bill is up on this one, but I love the way you worded it. When do you get the chance to play the hero? There are few moments in life. Like you can always be kind, you can always be thoughtful, you can always be conscientious. Sometimes it's just not saying something to somebody that's respectful. But leaving additional money, I mean, I will do that, and I would never even leave a note unless it was like really warranted or to give her or him a word of inspiration or some sort. But they understand. When you leave a big tip, they get it. I used to wait tables. But the chain of love, I guess I would word this as the chain of kindness, but I mean that's debatable too, because kindness comes from having what we would call a loving heart. So if you're compassionate, if you're empathic, you show through emotion, show through kind words, show through generosity, actions, pulling somebody out of a snowbank, changing someone's tire, leaving a big tip for somebody. 8 months pregnant on her feet. It's like, oh, girlfriend, you just feel so bad, for her. And yeah, some people are remarkably strong. They don't even necessarily want your compassion or that. Most people are cool with it, but not everybody. Some people see it as an insult that, oh, you think I'm weak? You have to be uber nice to me? All right, then. All right, go your own way. When people are that way, like they just rebuff kindness, it's like, fine, live your own life. I'm not the savior of the world, so if it's not welcome, okay, I'll do that. I'll respect that. But most people do. And when someone's 8 months pregnant on her feet, you don't know her life story. I like that. But it turned out that Joe was the dude. And so it came back to him. And that's, fine, fair enough. That's a beautiful thing. All right, what do I even rate this, Renee? I mean, it's Charley Pride. His voice is so clear. His diction is so spot on. It's such one of those man's voices, just some dudes have it. Like Joe Nichols has it, like a man's voice. Sensitivity, but a dude. And Charley had it. So, all right, I had a goofy grin on my face the whole time. And even though I just heard this storyline like 6 hours ago when I reacted to Ed's rendition, was just beautiful. I even forget or maybe I did Ed's yesterday. Yeah, that was Clay's that I was yesterday. I know I liked it. What do I give this one, Renee? Reneusals? I gotta go with the number that popped into my head. And that number was a 9.5. I believe in the message. I love Charlie's voice. I love the fiddle in this thing. The little twist in the end was okay by me that it happened to be Joe. I didn't think that was necessary, but it was kind of a cute little twist. And that's that. All right, guys. You could thank Renoozles for that one. It's spelled Renoozles, or you could just call it Renee, however you want. All right, folks, have a great day. See you in another video and keep rocking the country.
I must have seen 100 cars go by. This is awful nice of you. And when he changed her tire and closed the trunk and was about to drive away,